All right, another Monday morning here at Marathon Coach. Good morning and welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal Williams here in Coburg, Oregon. I hear the Doobie Brothers in the background. That must mean a good Monday morning. I hope everyone's Thanksgiving was good. Mine was great. Got to spend it with my wife and son and my whole family. My mother came down from Portland. My in-laws came over from across town. We had a great time, and hope everyone had a great and safe Thanksgiving weekend. I didn't do any Black Friday events other than getting ready for Christmas decorations. That's a fun thing, though. Speaking of fun things, don't you love these transitions? Speaking of fun things, 1275. Check it out, everybody. We've seen 1275 many times through its evolution of production. We were talking about it this morning. This is episode 39, and we're nearing completion of the Quad Slide H 1275. Now, the first time we saw it was way back in episode 24. We've seen it several times. We saw it in episode 24 with Al Christensen when it was just on paper, when it was just the customer had come in, talked to Alan about designing it. This customer, he has spec'd out a couple of coaches in his history, and so this, I believe, is his third coach. And he wanted some elements different. He wanted some elements the same. This is a beautiful coach, and we're seeing it almost done. Episode 24 was the first one. I believe right after that, we got to hang out with Andy down in the paint booth and talk to him. I believe that was episode 26. But go back into our YouTube page or Facebook if you want to see the evolution of Marathon Coach number 1275 and kind of see it as it progressed through production. So what we're going to do this morning is we're going to give you a kind of a teaser of bringing you the completed 1275 tomorrow. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific. So for you East Coasters, it's around dinner time. 3 o'clock Pacific tomorrow, that's Tuesday. We're going to go in here after it's been decored. Right now there's a lot of detail going on. It's still down here in the audit area. And so we're going to go check it out tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific. So make sure you tune in and check us out live. If you don't have time, you're still at work, or you're driving home, we don't want you watching while you're driving, you can always go to Facebook or YouTube after we went live and check it out, comment, ask questions. But we're going to do back-to-back shows today and then tomorrow at 3 o'clock to show you what it looks like here and then what it's going to look like when it's completed after it's been decored and completely detailed tomorrow. So 1275, let's go check it out inside. There's many elements of 1275 that are very unique and very specific, and you get to see that when a customer comes in and customizes it. Now, with this coach, you're dealing with someone who's been part of the Marathon family for a long time. This being his third coach, he's been with us a long time, so he's very specific on what he wanted, and this is really cool. Take a look at this detail in the paint. I think Todd's getting a really good shot of that right there. Let's hop over here to the patio side. So what you can see, sorry about that. Take a look at that eagle. See how it's integrated into the rear slide? Isn't that something? Very pretty. We're going to go over this coach more in depth tomorrow. Look at that. That's pretty. Let's head inside and check it out. So when you're in the audit process, one thing that you do is there's a team of guys that go over it, from cleaning to final details, and I'm blown away with the attention to detail when it comes to cleaning. I love to detail a car, but a 45-foot marathon coach, you know, these guys are doing an amazing job of getting right down to making sure that every, for the lack of a better term, excuse me, nook and cranny is taken care of. Mickey, before we go inside, are there any comments, questions, or thoughts for us?
Reginald says this process is amazing. Lee's tuning in from Tennessee. Jeffrey says hello from New York City. Larry Fisk says great job, Mal. Ken says hi, Mal, from sunny Toronto. And we have a nice, awesome comment.
Good deal. Thank you so much to all of you for continuing to watch and commenting. And don't forget to watch tomorrow when we see the completed 1275. Let's go see what it looks like today. All right, here we are. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we are in the audit situation here. And being a quad slide, there's a lot of room. Furniture's not in. The decor, as you can see, is not in. And we're invading everybody's space this morning by coming in and taking a look. But that's what Marathon Mondays is all about. It gives you that look behind the scenes like no one else shows you. Even before it's completed, you know, we wanted to show you what it looks like, what goes into getting it done. There's a lot. So the floor is being worked on. Lots of cleaning going on. I just love this. I don't want to look too much at it because we're going to be coming in here tomorrow. So pretty. I love this floor. You see this floor?
We have plenty of rags there, Phil.
And I think we'll probably just stop right here because you've got several guys. I believe there's 3 guys back there working on the coach. It's got a really cool walk-in closet, which is right here with the washer dryer in it. A lot of people have asked with our quad slides, what does a washer dryer look like in that closet? Well, we'll be able to show that to you tomorrow a little bit more in depth because this is it's a really nice way to set up a washer dryer and still achieve that walk-in closet. Look at this. Access to your pantry, which you've got access here, but you've also got access here. Very cool. Oh, I love the ceiling too. Now what's really neat is you can go back and you can see myself and Al Christensen in episode 24 looking at the fabrics, looking at the textures, looking at everything that's going to be used in this coach. I think you guys will remember this. This backsplash stone, this right here, this backlit, even down to this fabric right here. All of this was discussed in episode 24 when it was laid out on a table. This ceiling with this fabric, when it was laid out, thanks Pierre, when it was laid out on Alan's table, and now you get to see it in a coach after the craftsmen have done all of their work and almost done. You see the guys are leaving because it's break time. So because they're leaving, why don't we pivot around and kind of walk through their work area and just kind of show you everything that's going on. Lots of cleaning and detailing. Battling this cold. Caught a cold over the weekend. Look at this 55-inch Samsung curved screen. It happens in the quad slide, you guys. It's so beautiful. I love that television. And then of course this is something we'll show you tomorrow. In fact, one of our guys was back here cleaning that shower. There's a really nice element on the wall that lights up, and he was back there cleaning it. But I'm excited to show you it. But the reason we came in today, because we followed 1275 so much that I think it was really worth taking the time to show you that our guys are taking a lot of time and effort to make sure everything is taken care of, everything is looked at, And it's not just cleaning. All the processes, all the plumbing, all the electrical, all that stuff is checked. All of that stuff is gone over and make sure that it is working properly, is set up properly, so that when the customer takes delivery, all he has to worry about is where he's going to take this coach and enjoy it. So before we move back to the front of the coach, Mickey, are there any comments or questions?
We have somebody who wonders if they can show delivery to the owner. Beautiful, love the corner dinette is what Larry had to say.
Well, let's talk about that first question. Someone just asked if we could show when the customer takes delivery. Now, Mickey and Pete, who are in charge of our marketing department, they discussed with the owner of this coach even profiling it as much as we have. So we have full permission of the owner of this coach to profile it from front to back, from beginning to end. And that's why we're in here before the coach is done. You know, you really don't want to show a car or any type of product before it's completed, because it's not completed. Well, 1275, we had full disclosure and full support of the owner who customized this coach to give everybody on Marathon Mondays that look into the entire process. And that's why we're seeing it with all of the cleaning materials laid out. And so as far as when the customer comes and picks it up, we're gonna have to check with our marketing team. I'm not quite sure, and I'm not even quite sure that we're not taking the coach to somebody else. Let's move on out this way. So we're going to check into that, but just so everybody knows, the owner of this coach is the one who really gave us permission to be able to look at it so in depth over the several months that we've had it. Any other thoughts, Mickey?
We do have comments from other people, and we'll check in with.
I was just holding my hand like Bob Dole. You see that? I need a pencil.
Let's see. We lost Wi-Fi for just a moment.
Okay. I hope we're back on Wi-Fi, everybody. You know, we sometimes when you're moving around as much as I like to do on this show, you lose Wi-Fi. So hopefully you're still with us.
All right. So I have the comments. Larry was talking about the wonderful corner dinette.
Yes.
Reginald says we should put on a Super Bowl commercial slot because we have the market share in high-end luxury conversions, and that should go to the next level.
Wow.
Emery says hello from South Texas.
Hello, Emery from South Texas.
Mark says good morning, everyone.
Mark, good morning.
Joe says another awesome coach from the Masters. Hello from Brewston, Tennessee, in Memphis, my hometown.
Oh, that's right. hello to you out in Memphis. I like Memphis. Memphis is great. Been to Graceland a couple of times. You and I have talked about that. If you haven't been to Graceland, it's a house stuck in time, even if you're not an Elvis fan. I love it.
And then we have some concerns and understanding about our technical issues. And Johnny Daniel says, tell Mal I asked about him. And that is it for right now.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, apologies again for the technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi. It just happens when we move around, and you got to keep in mind that we're moving around a fully welded cage. That's what the shell is of a Prevost coach. So, you know, sometimes you're going to lose Wi-Fi. Sometimes it's not going to be accurate. But here we are still bringing you this show, and I hope that it's worth the time to get over the technical difficulties that we have from time to time. Somebody mentioned this dinette. It is beautiful, and I love the fabric. I love this. Well, that's going to be kind of our snippet for the day about 1275. So, I tell you what, tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific, why don't you tune in? We're going to be here with the whole crew live after the coach is completed, after it's been decored, after it's finished its audit process. It's been in the audit process for quite a while, so It'll be exciting to see it completely done. And if you want to brush up on the prior episodes that highlighted 1275, just go to our YouTube page or our Facebook page, scroll down to the Marathon Mondays with Mal location, and then look for everything that says number 1275. And I think it starts with number 24, episode 24. So comments or questions right there on Facebook or YouTube. And you know how to reach me, malw@marathoncoach.com. Thanks again for watching, everybody. And we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock Pacific for kind of our wrap-up and kind of our goodbye to, well, not goodbye, but Godspeed to 1275 as it heads on down the road with the customer. See you tomorrow, everybody. Take care.